Live Storm Tracker Doppler Radar, sponsored by Homeland Bank. And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Elizabeth Temple.
Continuing to track those mostly clear skies, not seeing any rain on our Storm Tracker Doppler radar, similar to what we've seen over the past several afternoons. And unfortunately, it's kind of going to be the trend continuing to the middle of this week, but I got some good news. We should be expecting some more rain heading into the later portions of next week. But our current temperatures right now still on the warmer side, mainly in the low to mid 90s, 96 still in Monticello. So not really expecting that heat to kind of go away until we see some more rainfall, but thankfully it's not as humid as it could be right now. Our dew points mainly sitting in the 50s and 60s across the Ark-La-Miss region, but we are expecting some of those dew points to kind of go up as we head into the rest of this week, heading into next weekend. We do have some very high level clouds kind of making their way across the Ark-La-Miss region. We got some weather up to our north and northwest, but that is not going to be impacting our area heading into the next few days. So I'll show you on the future tracker. We should stay mostly clear in the overnight. We could see a couple of those clouds try to linger into the early morning hours tomorrow. We do have a very isolated chance as we see a little bit more moisture trying to make its way into the region for some isolated showers and storms across the Ark-La-Miss region. It's going to be very scarce and very widespread and not going to last very long, but some spots could kind of get some of that heat relief in the afternoon hours. As we continue into Tuesday, we'll kind of see very similar sky conditions with some of those clouds kind of lingering early. We'll see some more clouds make their way into the afternoon, as well as some higher chances for some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms. But overall, again, they are going to be very widespread and not really expecting much as far as rainfall amounts go. But as we head into the second half of this week, we'll kind of see that pattern that we have been in that has been keeping us mostly dry kind of move out of the way. It's going to bring in an upper level trough, which is kind of more associated with some of that unsettled weather, going to add a little bit more moisture, a little bit more cloud cover into the second half of this week, which is going to bring our rain chances up, which in turn in the afternoon, our high temperatures won't be on the fall side yet, but definitely more average, mainly in the lower 90s across the region. So as you see that, we'll see some of those clouds kind of linger again each and every afternoon, as well as those increasing rain chances throughout the rest of this week. So as you see that on our rainfall outlook, we do have a lot of the country back up in these green shadings, which are those above average rainfall totals, including us in the Ark-La-Miss. So that really is not going to occur as we head into the later portions of this week. So we do have a couple more days of some of those high temperatures in the low to mid 90s, but thankfully expecting some of that to make its way out of the area. A quick look at the tropics. This wave off the coast of Africa is continuing to move on its west and northwest track into the Atlantic. It does have a very high chance of becoming our next named storm, Gabrielle, over the next week. Most of the models kind of suggest that it should be moving away from us and staying over open water, which would be very good news as we head into this peak of hurricane season. Of course, if anything were to change, we will keep you posted, but there are no tropical threats to us or to the rest of the country heading into the next few weeks. Overnight lows expected to mainly be in the lower 70s. With some of those overnight clouds, it's going to be another hot day tomorrow with those high temperatures in the mid 90s with a couple of isolated showers in the afternoon. We'll continue to see isolated showers mainly stay on the less widespread side. As we head into the middle of this week, we'll see that pattern change, which in turn brings a little bit more rainfall heading into the later portions of the week, which will also bring some more clouds, which brings our high temperatures down, not by much, more average, but I know a lot of people wish we do had some of those cooler temperatures, but we'll take the lower 90s instead of 96.
Well, I'm looking forward to that moisture towards the end of the week. I can take what I can get.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Coming up next on the Score.